Hello there, Sacred Heart beings. Welcome to another Love Wisdom weekly message. It's towards the end of July and we're about to enter into August. Have you been feeling so out of sorts lately? Like something is missing in your life? Well, first of all, let me just say that the energies have definitely been all over the place. So there's a bit of a ascension symptoms going on with so many activations that we're entering into the month of August. And as a matter of fact, right before getting on this live session here with this video, I pulled a card from the Oracle of the Fairies, which I'll post in my Facebook group. For those joining, thank you for joining live into the Sacred Heart Awakenings Facebook group, which I come every Friday evening. But the card that was coming up from the Fairy of the Oracle is Find Balance. And I feel that it is very appropriate for the message that I want to deliver here in this Love Wisdom weekly message, which is the Master Within. So I want to elaborate a little more about this. Okay, there's so much going on as far as like when people hear the word master, there's a bit of a misconception as to thinking that when they're a master that they know everything and that they stop growing and that's it, they just know everything. Which is actually not a true statement, because a master themselves will tell you that they're always learning and they're always growing. Have you ever heard the phrase say, the more you know, the less you know? Or the more you learn, the less you know. So the more that you start to expand, the more that you realize that there really is so much more to learn. That's really what the statement is saying. So we're always expanding and growing because the universe is also expanding and growing. And the universe is a part of us and within us. And us being that part of the universe, we are, also stepping up into this mastership, and is a mastership in knowing that we are still learning and expanding in so many ways. So this can also tie in with being a teacher as well, right? There's an aspect of the master that is a teacher. So as a teacher, even though you may not be perfect at something or not have truly mastered it, doesn't mean that you can't teach something. It just is encouraging you to really help others, because if you help others, you're also helping yourself too in the messages that you're delivering, right? And of course, there's an aspect of taking the time that you need yourself to be able to educate yourself and to learn something. But you don't truly have to be like a true master or know everything and just be the end of everything and that you have no more learning to have. So in truth is that when you're teaching, when you're into this mastership state of, teaching others, you're also learning. Because when others come to you and they ask a question or they make a comment, you're also learning from a different angle of what they're presenting to you, what they're asking you. And is bringing up a question that helps you understand at a different level and shift in a certain different perception. And also being open to, opinions and comments from others and the type of questions that want to come in. And that is how we grow, and that is how we learn from each other. Is to be, in a way, teaching each other. So as a master, I can see the master and a teacher being like a student and a teacher all in one together. So I just wanted to emphasize that for so many, especially with, all the ascension symptoms happening right now. There's been so much of this doubt coming up as well, and, certain layers of grief. Patterns of ancestral lineage as well. There's a lot of ancestral healing that needs to come up at this time, because we are being prepared to transmute and let go so that we can step into the next level. And it is preparing us for the Lionsgate new moon that is coming up on August 8th. So the bottom line is that mastery really comes in the balancing of your own heart. When you feel out of sort, when you're feeling, which is another way of saying out of balance, it's best to bring it back to the heart, because the heart is where the master is within you, being your own higher self connection with your higher self aspect of you. So it's bringing the lower vibrational energy, or the ego, bringing it in union with your higher self within your own heart, and establishing that balance of the two. And so when there is this out of sort is when you bring it back into the heart and you ask or you feel what next level you need. And it could be something so simple as just rest or going to sleep. And this week, I've definitely been feeling that I need a lot of rest. And so the card that came up from the fairy is so appropriate, because that is exactly what they're saying, is to find balance in all things that you do, whether that's work, whether that's your business, whether that's your wanting to have a social life, whether you're, being a parent or a mom or a father, whatever it is that you're doing in your life, there's always a balance in all aspects of those areas. And most importantly, to give yourself self-care and to treat yourself well in the process, while we're going through all these energies. So if you notice that we are not the only ones who are experiencing all these energies, because Mother Earth, or the planet Earth, is going through some major changes, as well as many will see in the extremities of the weather. And that is a clue of what is going on. So just remember, most importantly, is that you maintain that mastery within yourself, that you always bring it back within to your higher self, within your heart, and ask for that divine wisdom on the guidance, the heart GPS message that you need in the moment to take you to the next level, to understand and learn what is going on in your life. And to, if you're having doubts about something, it is in the heart that we bring it back, because the heart is our home, and that is the foundation of all aspects of everything else. So bringing it in balance as well with the entire chakra system of your body, and just pouring love into all the other portions of the chakras and the cells and every aspect. So that is another way of doing the self-care, is to constantly be giving love to every aspect of your body and your whole being, and just talking to yourselves. So it's, self-care is part of self-love. So as an act of self-love, then it's also an act of self-care, and it's establishing and helping you to be that master within yourself, the mastery of learning from yourself, and the mastery of teaching yourself too in the process, because your heart carries so much wisdom. And it is the sacred heart within, which is connected to the soul. The soul is eternal. It is pure. It is innocent. And, there's, forget about all the other human aspects of things that may get in the way, which, many call the blocks, is when we get into these lower vibrational energies of like certain emotions that may come up, such as fear, or like anger, sadness, grief, depression. All of those are some examples of certain blocks that feel like the heart cannot go any further, and it feels like it's hitting a wall. It feels like it cannot expand, or it cannot grow, or it's some fear holding you back from being able to love others in a certain way, or to love, or to just feel any joy in the heart. So these are such important factors to keep in mind, is that if you are feeling that, to remember to bring it back to balance, and just take the rest that you need and the breaks that you need, especially right now as we're entering into the month of August. And the energies are only going to get even more intense, as I've been feeling and finding, is that every month it's been increasing even more, because we are entering also into this really massive awakening, which is getting us to be more conscious and more awake, more aware of our surrounding, being more aware of our own thoughts and feelings and what is coming up for us at this time. So definitely keep that in mind, of the self-awareness of anything that is coming up, whether that be a thought pattern or a feeling pattern. And the minute that you pay attention to that pattern is the minute that it also creates a energy of awakening. It's like a rippling effect of it. And so with that willpower and taking the energy of the master within, you're able to actually take action to do something about that pattern, to break that cycle, so that you can break it not only for yourself, but also break it for your family and for your future children as well. Because any ancestral healing, anything that you do for yourself, is also impacting all those around you, your family, and even within your own community. And it also impacts your soul family, your tribe, and if you're into like your own business, for example, then it will definitely shift even your clients and the ones who are associated with you, who are working with you, and who are around you at this time. So I just wanted to provide this message of encouragement. This is what I was intuitively guided to share at this time. I would love to hear in the comments section how things have been for you with these energies. What is it that you're feeling? Is it overwhelming? Is it depression? Is it grief? Or is it something else? Maybe you're feeling such extreme energy as well, and it's all just part of all the shifting going on and being all over the place. And if there's anything that I could do for you and assist you, please direct message me, and I would just love to connect with you. And I look forward to connecting with you in the next video, love wisdom message, that I provide live every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. And each one is a unique message that comes in intuitively from the guides that want to be shared in that moment of the energies. So stay healthy, stay safe, and stay in the love, vibrational joy energy, and keep yourself balanced. So that is the message, to be in connection with the master within yourself. So bye for now.